Ready? Go! Okay, well, good morning, everyone. Okay, so welcome. I want to thank Martin Sensei for inviting me to do the short clinic today. So today we're going to be looking at Henshuho. Okay, so if it's a little bit advanced for some people, try to get something out of it. So it's all about balance. Okay, so there's a few principles that we try to keep in mind when we're practicing. People have trouble with bunkai. A lot of times it's not the actual way you do the bunkai. It's more with distancing and this kind of thing. Okay, so number one is when you punch. Okay, if you punch out here, it's hard to do bunkai. Okay, bunkai is not meant to be done from this far. Okay, so now if I have to do a throw from there, the distance will be off. Okay, so he needs to punch this deep. Okay, right through. Okay, then you can do the bunkai. Okay, so that's number one. So people tend to miss that. Number two, when you're doing a throw or a takedown, if you find you're using a lot of strength, it's probably wrong. Okay, so usually when you apply the strength, it's down. Okay, so you don't pull this way. Okay, you don't pull like this. Okay, so when you apply the strength is down. It's pulled down. Okay, and you use all your body weight. Okay, smaller people can throw the bigger people because you don't need to pull them off their feet. Okay, so like I said, if you find you're using a lot of strength, it's probably because you're pulling the wrong direction. Okay, so before we start, Soke did an exercise one time in Kumamoto when I was out there, and he explained about breaking the balance. Okay, so I had trouble understanding this concept for a long time. I thought in order to break the balance, it was this big. Okay, but the kozuchi is only this big. The kozuchi is only, a little bit. So if you go this far, that's enough. Before he steps, when all the weight goes on the toes, that's enough. Okay, so if you go sideways this way, if you go this way in order to do the takedown, he doesn't have to be way over here. Okay, he only needs to be a little bit off. Okay, see where he is? Okay, so you don't have to go this far. Okay, so kozuchi is small. So you have to break the balance first, and then you apply the strength down. Okay, so those are the two key points. Okay, so we're going by that. Okay, going by that. So if you just on the inside of the big toe, there's a weak point. Okay, so if you pull straight this way, okay, that's the strong direction. Okay, you're gonna have a hard time getting him off his feet if you're pulling this way. If you go just inside the big toe and pull here, then the knee collapses. Okay, so sometimes when you have issue with the takedown, if your angle is a little bit off, you're gonna have difficulty. It's gonna be harder to do. Okay, so yeah, a lot of time we use the tripod. So if there's three legs equal distance apart, okay, figure out where that is, and that's usually where the balance point is. Okay, but again, when you're pulling, pull straight down. So don't let the thing go this way and go back towards the feet. Okay, because then he's gonna stand up. Okay, so before you can do a throw, he has to be off balance before I step. Okay, so if I step like this and he's up straight and I'm up straight, whoever's stronger is gonna win. It's usually not me because I'm the little guy. So if we end up like this, he's gonna win. So before you can do a throw, you have to break the balance a little bit. Break the balance, then you have a chance. Okay, so those are the main principles that we go by. Okay, then from there, the first one, Henshuho. So this is the Joran punch. So blocking in this one. So this point is he can't put his hand here without falling over. Okay, so you just go right there, make them too close to that. Go on this one. Okay, so from here, get out the way, block, okay, straight down. Okay, see where he goes. So you don't have to lift this foot. The point again. Okay, I don't have to lift this foot. I'm only putting it here. If I don't put my hand here and I do this, he's gonna step. Okay, if I do, see, he's gonna step out. Okay, so in order to stop him from doing that, I'm just put my hand here just to hold it. If this one goes straight down, it should be easy. Okay, so again, you have to adjust. So okay, lost his ear. Okay, so if he punches all the way through, then you have to go with it. Okay? You have to go with it. See where we are now? It's different. It's a different position. So now, but the throw is the same spot, same block. Okay, so sometimes you have to step back. Sometimes it's a little bit forward. Sometimes it's straight. It depends on the distance. Okay, depends on the distance. So for years they told us you're supposed to step in. So everybody's doing this. You get caught here, now you're in trouble. Okay, this is hard to do from in here. You have to grab the shoulder. He's not off balance at this point. I have to pull him off balance. Takes a lot of strength. Okay, so we don't practice it that way. So this would be, there's a whole bunch of different bunkai you can do from there. So the main thing is blocking, and off on an angle. You don't need to do the roll all the time. Just get the puncher should feel like this. Puncher should feel like this kind of feeling. Okay? This kind of feeling. Yeah. Okay. So if you want to try it a few times, see how it goes. When you pull straight down. Don't pull on an angle. Don't pull on an angle like this or an angle like that. Pull straight down. Use your body weight right down. Yeah, that's what you want. So I notice a lot of you guys are using shikodachi. If you stay up in shikodachi, then you can't trap the leg, right? So what tends to happen? What tends to happen if I stay in shikodachi, he's gonna step out. Yeah, he's not gonna roll. He's gonna step out. So that's why you trap this foot. Okay, so you can put the knee right down if you want. If you stay in Chico-Dachi, it makes you all bent over, but this is not a good position. Okay, so I wanna pull straight down, and I'm trapping the foot with my left hand. But if I don't trap it, then he's gonna step out. Yeah, that's a natural motion from his end. Okay, try a couple more. Okay, try a couple more. I go right down on the knee. Okay, so maybe that's not the way you practice, but just try it. Yeah, you should find it easy. If you have to work it too hard, then something's wrong. Let's try number 2, where we have to try to do 10. So we only have an hour. Okay, so number 2. Yeah, number 2. So the block is the osayuke this way. Osayuke, then turn. Okay. Same time you do the back fist in the low. Then the next punch comes. So when this punch comes, okay, realistically, nobody punches like this. With this hand down here and this hand, right? Nobody punches like this. Everybody punches like this, right? That's a normal punch. So when he pulls this one, follow it. You can't see on that side. Okay, so he's doing this way. 1, 2. When he's punching this one, pulling that one, I'm gonna follow it. Yeah. See? But nobody's gonna. He's not gonna leave his hand there and then punch the other hand. That's not realistic. Okay. So when he's punching with this one is coming. Okay, like that. So when that one goes, just go. Okay. Yeah. So if you catch this one, if you end up catching this one, can you see? I'm going to do a lot of turns. If you end up catching this one above the elbow, that's good. But the chances of catching that at 100 miles an hour when he's pulling and punching and right, probably not that great. But the motions should still be the same. So whether I have his elbow or not, my arm is still traveling behind his ear, right through. See where it's going? See where it's going? Yeah. So this hand, the left hand is going here. This is like number 7, Hildoki no Waza. See where it is? This one's going back here. This one's going back here and then down. That's the throw. Right? Oh, again, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, down. Okay, right. Look here for a minute. So when you're doing the takedown, we'll try it again a couple more times. When you're doing this takedown, if your left hand, when you're stepping in, if you draw it this way, right? If you draw this hand this way, now he's going sideways. And the problem with that is, if you do it with the big guy, now he's got motion going, right? So he's rolling over your leg, and instead of going there and landing on his back, he's rolling over this way. And if he does this, it's going to be hard for me to stop him, right? So you get this action. Pull it over. Yeah, could end up there, right? Because I have to put, because he's rolling and he's just gonna go with the motion, gonna throw me right into Australia. He's gonna throw me all the way to Australia. So it's hard. So what I like to do is go more back, push this one back here. So when he lands, he doesn't go anywhere. He just lands flat on his back. Then you can move in for the kill. So if you do it with the big guy, the smaller guys is not so bad. You can put the brake on, you can stop him from throwing you up. But if you do it with the big guy, once you get him going, good luck stopping it. Right? So that's a lot of big guys in Australia, I know. So sometimes it's not the best option. So try a few more. See if you can get him to land on his back. He should land on his back. Let's try over here for a sec. So remember, for realistically, when this guy's punching, if I gotta hold this one, he's pulling on this one, right? Because nobody punches with one hand out and punches with the other hand. Okay, so when he pulls on that one, I'm gonna go, right? So if you wanna go here, you have to hold this one because he's pulling on it. Okay, so when he pulls on it, this is what's gonna happen, right? If he comes onto it and tries, yeah. If he comes onto it and tries to punch with this hand, yeah, I'm gonna fly over here. So that's the way I want to go anyway. Well, let it go, boom. That's the way you want to go anyway. So when he pulls you, go with it, right? Okay, so let's try number 3. So number 3 looks easy, but okay. So this is Shikozuki. Okay, trap, elbow. No, don't lift this one. Go underneath. Okay, you end up here. I'm almost sitting on his leg. Now, from there, I'm gonna put my hand right there on the floor. He has to go. Okay, he has to go. Okay, so it's not a shikoran. A little bit. It's not a seisandal, kind of in between. Okay, it's like it's a judo throw. Is what it is. It's really a judo throw. So when you try again slow. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Here. Okay, so I'm pushing. I'm not pulling too much this way. Not pulling this way. I'm just holding it. Okay. I'm almost sitting on his side. Okay. Then from there, put his hand. When you put his hand, right? See how my butt is going out. Okay. So that's causing his leg to go out. He has to go. Okay, so this kind of throw. See? Okay, try it. So for those of you who are having an issue with this one, part of the things that I see, some of you are pulling this way. Like remember when I said you got to pull straight down? So when you end up here, some of you are pulling this way towards your feet. Don't pull towards your feet. You have to pull out there. Yeah, out there. He can't. If you stand like this. If you stand like this and touch your hand over there, you can't. You fall over. Okay, so what's happening? You're going this way, and then you're coming in. No, I'm not off balance. If you pull this way back towards the feet, you don't get them off balance. You have to pull straight down, and you can't do it. You should be able to do it just easy like a Tai Chi. You don't have to, if you have to jerk it or go fast or pull hard, or it should be just soft. Just like a Tai Chi, soft, one motion. Try it again a couple times, it's pretty good. Okay, look here for a sec. So part of the things that I see, some are doing this. If you end up here in Shikorach, okay, and you're trying to pull like that, see what position I'm in? This is a hard position in Shikorach. Okay, but if you're this way, see when my arm goes forward, my head goes back, down. Okay, but if you're in Shikorach, you don't have any leverage, right? This way, you don't have any strength. So turn your stance a little bit. Okay, and from there you go straight down. So that'll help you a little bit. Some of you are not too bad. If you get caught in Shikoraj, don't try to pull like that. Don't try to pull that way. Okay, so this is soft. When you put the strength is down. Okay, so until you get there, don't use any strength. If you apply strength at the wrong time, then he resists. Now you gotta fight. So it should be easy. Bang. When you apply the strength, he can't resist. Bang. If you find that the opponent can step over your leg, that means you're not in deep enough. You have to go closer to them. If they can step over your leg, right, that means you're not in deep enough. You're only as far as their knee. Okay. If you're only this far, then they're gonna do this. You can't do the throw. Okay. But if you're in this far, then they can't go over your leg. They have to roll over. Right? So if they step out, you didn't go deep enough. You gotta go deep. Okay, try number 4. So number 4, you have to go past. So you go right. It's not just a short step, this is a long step. Okay, then bring your knee right up, right into the back of the knee, right in the neck. Okay. So it's the weight of your leg that does it's not a side kick. It's not that. Can you see that? Okay. It's not this. Okay. It's the feeling is this. Up. Just drop the leg. That's it. Just like that. It's not this kick. It's not like that. So same time. If you do this part, and then he runs away, then you can't reach for this one. Okay? Normally, when you kick the knee, his head will come back. Okay? When I do this, see his head comes right back right away. So as soon as his head comes back, so this the kick, the foot and the hand is almost at the same time. Foot and the hand is almost at the same time. See here. Same time. But when you hit the knee, the body does this. You can't find it. Okay, so if you wait till the end to do the shuto, he's gone. Right? So as soon as you put the leg out, same time. See, when you hit the knee, that's what happens, and that's when you're hitting at the same time. Okay, stop for a minute. Stop. Okay, so this part is dangerous. Okay, so this part is dangerous, and you see. Okay, so when you're gonna do that, when you're gonna do this kick change your feet. If I only take a short step here, if I only take a short step, then I'm coming from the side. Okay, if I'm kicking from the side, here. Okay, if I'm kicking this way, that's dangerous for his knee. Okay, if you're on the street and your life and death and all that, that's okay. Take the guy's knee out, that's fair ball. Okay, but here with your partner, we don't want to do that. So this step is deep. You have to step deep. Okay, when you lift your foot, right in the back. So it's the same direction. You have to hit right in the back. If you hit in the side, you could do damage to the joint. Okay, but if you hit right in the back, that's the way the knee is supposed to bend. So he'll never get hurt. He'll never get hurt. So that's your best angle you can see, right? Punch again. So when he punches, gonna go this way, up, same time. Kick, down, and shoot at the same time. And then step after. Okay. Okay, so just a couple things. So that's pretty good. You cleaned up a lot. So you're gonna punch from there. This is the best angle for them to see. So when he knows the kick is coming, he reacts. He might react different. Okay, he wants to go that way. I should be kicking this way. So if you're kicking this way, he's going over there. That's not your fault. Okay, you have to kick this way because that's the way the joint bends. Okay, so the other thing is, it will be the time. It will be short. Okay, so same time he's coming, I'm coming. As soon as he starts to land, you're gonna hit him right away. Okay, so once he's here and everything is locked, now you're gonna hit hard, right? But as he's coming, it should be boom right to the mat like that. Okay, so as soon as the punch gets out, here, boom, you should end up here. Right? That's what should happen. So you have to go fast. So as soon as he starts to come, as soon as he starts to move forward, I gotta go the other way. Try to do the sooner. Okay, so that's pretty good. So that's number 4. So number 5. Number 5, there's a little bit of a side step, just a little bit. This one goes right in the face. This one is a dead weight. You drop it. It should hit 90 degrees. Okay, so it's not this kind of block. It goes right again. Boom. At the same time, you're gonna kick the groin. 1, 2. Oh. Okay, like that. Pretty basic. This one's pretty basic. So there's a little bit of a side step because otherwise I have to walk. I have to hit hard here. Okay, but if I sidestep just a little bit, you completely miss. Okay, you only need to go about 3 inches. That's it. 3 inches and then straight down. Block and kick at the same time. Okay. That was not too bad. So the only thing I can help you a little bit when you do this block, when you do the second block, this block, don't go this way. Don't slice it like this. This one is a dead weight. And it hurts like a bugger. So, because you're hitting a Chito, and you're hitting right on the inside of this radial bone. You're hitting right there. Yeah, so it's very painful. It's very painful. You're hitting right here on the edge. Okay, so you're not hitting on the top. You're hitting on the inside, right on the radial bone right there. Okay, so this is a dead weight from here. Just drop it. Yeah, you only do a few because then because it hurts. It's a dead weight. So don't drive it down, but it should be 90 degrees. Okay, not at an angle. It doesn't go at an angle like this. It goes 90 degrees. Yeah, right on the inside. Yeah, that's right. And kick at the same time. Okay, so that's okay. So that's 5. So number 6. Number 6, you're gonna catch it underneath. Okay. So if you feel more comfortable, you should do a little bit of a side step here too. A little bit, okay, because it's going to give you a better angle for the kick. Okay, so you catch underneath and you roll it over. So when you do this, it brings his shoulder over. So this makes it harder for him. From there, he can still do this punch. Okay, but then when you add this part, okay, now he can't do it anymore. Okay, so this is at the same time. Roll and hit. Okay, so see where he is? He can't do a punch from there. Right? He's in a bad position. So from there, the kick goes right into the hip joint. Okay. So if you do this at full speed, what actually happens when you kick here, both his legs go out like that and he falls on his face. Okay, so if you ever try it at full speed, that's what will happen. Okay, so I saw it by accident. It was an accident, honest. Okay, so try. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, okay, try. So we'll move on. So number 7. When you do number 7, so this one there's no side step. Okay, so a little bit Jordan Honey. So you're deflecting this one, right away it comes back. So fast. This part is fast. It goes right into the front of the neck. Okay, then you can take goes in the center. You see over there. Okay. This one, right into the neck. Then you can take right into the solar plexus. Okay, so this is the one. Then 2. Okay, looks like this. Okay, try. Again, the Shuto is a dead weight. The Shuto is a dead weight, so be careful of your friend. Yeah, go easy on the neck. So some of you look, it's hard to tell from the video, but this one is not a collarbone strike. So it's not up and down, it's into the neck. Okay, the first one is into the neck, it's not into the collarbone. Okay, so rock, you have to rotate. Yeah, can you see? You have to rotate. So from here, rotate, hitting here into the neck. So it's not this way, not into the collarbone, into the neck. Okay, so that's 7. Okay, okay, number 8. So this one is from Fukizaki Sensei. Fukizaki Sensei showed us one time. He said, so this punch could be anywhere between here and here. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where you punch. Okay, so what happens? This hand comes up to meet the punch. And as soon as you meet the punch, you rotate. You hit focus it to hit in the front of the lat. Where the lat muscle is right here. Right along the lat muscle is all bone. If you rotate it too far, you hit the lat muscle. Okay, so that's better for him. Right? So if you want to hurt him, you have to hit more in the front. Okay? So it's very short. So it's just here. Just one on it. Don't bring it way out here. Short, right to the rib. So you're hitting in the front of the rib, not in the back. That's it. Wherever it is. So if he punches down here, same. If he punches up here, keep going until you, same. Okay, right. So that's number 8. So number 9 is not so easy. Sorry. So this one you're going to go through. So step through. Okay, so this one comes back. This one comes back and hits it. Okay, so I'm squeezing a little. I'm squeezing right between the little toe and the next one. And you dig your knuckle of your little toe right into there. And it hurts like a bugger. And so yeah, but at the same time you grab here. Now he's a little bit forward. Okay, not too much, just a little bit. Okay. Then this is the physics. So you hold this one and you pull on this one. And he'll come right to there. And stop. So see here, this Kazuchi is only this. That's it. Okay, so he doesn't have to be way over like that. Just a little bit. So hold this one, don't push with it. Pull with this one. Down. So if you step on the foot this way, and it doesn't hurt half as much. Yeah, and he pull out. But if you jam it here, it hurts like a bugger. He can't pull it. He just wants to do this. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Look here for a sec. So when you come around this way, see, I'm standing next. We're almost facing the same direction. We're almost facing the same direction. Okay, some of you are this way. If you're this way, aiming this way, and he's aiming that way, now when you step, you can't step just on the little toe. You have to step across the whole foot. So this is less effective. Okay, so we're both facing the same direction. Okay, here, so hold this one a little bit here. Okay, then when you go down, rotate the right hand. Rotate the right hand and pull with your hip like you're doing a punch. Keep this one straight. He should come right down. He comes right down. Yeah. So there's no he can't do a roll because I'm stepping on his foot. It's over. He just collapses. That's it. Okay. So some of you are a little bit too much sideways like this. Body is facing this way. Body needs to go here. So when you step in, go right around. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. So you gotta go right around here. And it fetches your foot fetches up on his like that. So when it fetches up, that's where it is. Right? Where it is. Okay, so see this is the foot. Okay, so the only piece of the foot that's on the other guy's foot is this knuckle. This knuckle underneath. That's not all the pad. Just use this knuckle, and that knuckle goes in between the little toe and the next one. You just squeeze that. You drive your toe right just here. So if you're stepping with all this, that's too much. Just this part. Yeah. So again, so this is like, imagine if you're doing this, like this, or you're doing this like this, one knuckle. Yeah, way different, right? So this is the same. If you go with the whole pad, it feels like that, nothing. But if you go with just that one knuckle, it feels like this, one knuckle. That's how it feels. Okay, you can work on that. So that's 9. So number 10, people have trouble. So the block is here. So again, it's very soft. The beginning part is very soft. So he doesn't really know what's going on. There's no pressure. Nothing. I'm not pulling, I'm not pushing, nothing. Then turn your body a little bit this way. See? So when I do this, you can see. Right from there. Right from there. Watch his body. Okay, just that. But he doesn't hardly even feel it. But from there, now I'm gonna go straight down. He can't resist. Okay? If you step in, if you try to push, if you try to pull this one and go crashing here, yeah, then he's resisting. If I'm moving straight this way, he's resisting the other way. Okay, so there's nothing here. This is the same as number 7, Yodoki no Waza. Nothing. Then so you can't. If you pull that way, he's going to resist. Okay, if you try to overpower it, now you're fighting. Right, that's not going to work. So soft, very soft, very soft. Okay, nothing. Turn a little bit. Straight. It'll happen every time. Okay, try. So a lot of you are doing the same. Punch from there. A lot of you are doing the same mistake, so it makes it easy for me. When you go from here, most of you are pulling this way around. Okay, so don't pull around. When you apply the strength, straight down. Don't bring your hands around like this. Okay, so you're not trying to throw over here in the front. That's the konushi. Then straight down. He lands flat on his back. Okay, he doesn't roll like that. It's not this action. This one. Hands stay over to these, straight down. Okay, don't bring it this way. One more pointer on this one. Okay, so when you step in, when you see where I have this hand, it's right against my body. Okay, so don't have it out here. Okay? If you have it out here, when you turn your body, he doesn't move. Okay? But if I have it here, if I move, he moves. Right? If I turn, he turns. Okay? But if it's out here, my body's turning, he's not moving. So some of you got this problem. Okay? So keep it tight against your body. Okay? You don't need to squeeze, just firm. Okay? Little turn, straight down. Okay? Okay? Just a recap, just a small recap. So remember when you apply the strength down. Okay, so don't if you're doing number 3 or whichever one, when you pull, don't pull this way. Okay, don't pull across this way. Okay, straight down here. Okay, when you do number 10, don't pull this way. Straight down. Straight down. Yeah. So that when you apply the strength this way, okay, don't pull this way or pull that way, or that's not it. Okay, so some of you had trouble with number 1. It's the same. Number one, don't try to pull this way. That's not it. Don't pull this way. Okay, so just catch it right at the end. Okay, straight down. Okay, so if I pull this way, it doesn't break the bound. See? Going back towards his feet. This is not straight down. Straight down, if I drop the plumb ball, right there, gonna hit. He can't touch there without falling over. That's what I want. Okay, so most of the throws that you do, if you pull back towards the feet, then he gets his balance back. Okay, so Kazushi first, then the throw. Okay, so if you get those two things, those are two major things. The other one is if you don't throw in the best direction, it might be a little bit harder than it should be. Okay, so sometimes if it takes a little bit of strength, it's probably because you're not throwing at the right angle. Okay, so some angles are easier than others. Okay, you need to throw at the weakest point. So when you're learning, try to get somebody that's close to the same size. This is not bad, a little bit, but there's nobody my size, so that's the best. So after you learn the principle, then you can practice with big guys and little guys because it's different. Okay, but you have to understand it first, and you could apply it wherever. So it's easier to learn with somebody the same size, then you could change up. Come and eat. Hey! Eat. Hey! So I'm done. Okay. Okay, good. So thank you very much. Hopefully you got something out of it, and the more you practice, the better it'll get. So bunkai should be easy. So if it's hard, probably doing something not quite right. So I used to think that some of the bunkai were only for big guys, and then O Sensei said to me, O Sensei made all these, and he's only your size. So if you can't do it, you're doing it wrong. so that opened my eyes. So we're gonna have to study more. So keep studying. It'll come. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, have a good night. Have a good day, rather.